Hello, everybody. My name is Kyron Chase, and I just got one thing to say. And the new brother versus brother heavyweight champion of the world, Kyron Chase. I won.
Kyron, 4 months.
I won.
Have you ever?
I won.
4 months.
I beat him, and now he has to take the 3 chops to the back, forfeit. That wasn't even hard. 1. No, don't arch it back. 2. And 1 more.
No. He said, I can't arch it back.
3. Now that that's over, we can finally get down. We can finally get down to the review. We can finally get down to the review. Now, the first match of the night was Charlotte and Dana Brooke versus Sasha and her mystery partner. And who was her mystery partner?
Baby.
Bailey made her debut, and I screamed so loud. In the Washington D.C. arena, the arena in D.C. let out one of the loudest ovations of the night. Seeing Bailey come out and team with Sasha was exactly what I was hoping for. And the match wasn't the best, but just Bailey winning. Bailey being out there was good enough for me. And overall, it wasn't a bad tag team match. Nothing was special about it, but nothing was, bad about it either. Sasha made Charlotte tap out to the bank statement, which I predicted. Now, some say, wouldn't it make more sense for Bailey to get the pin on her, on her debut? Yeah, but if they want to build Sasha versus Charlotte for SummerSlam, so it makes sense for Sasha to get the winning submission. And
Battleground 2016.
I'm sorry, I just gotta make sure I go in order. So
I already know it's Sasha, then no Wyatt.
Kyrie, that match all around it was all right, but it should be a C+, but just the excitement of having Bailey was enough to bring it up to a B-. So I'm giving that match a B-.
Bailey really sucks. She can't wrestle.
Match of the year, brother. Next up was
she only had 1 match in WWE, and that match was a B-.
The Wyatt family versus the New Day was next, and
that sucked.
I thought the match started off really slow, but the last 4 minutes were really good, fast paced. People jumping over the top ropes, and the thing they did with Xavier Woods' character, some might not have liked. I liked what they were doing with Xavier Woods because he's, I think he's the leader of the New Day, and he's the only one that sees the danger of the Wyatt, so it makes sense for him to feel the way he does.
Where the Band-Aids?
Upstairs in the bathroom cabinet.
Somebody wanna cut my back?
I didn't cut your back. I hit you with my hand.
Right here.
Kyron, I'm trying to do a video. The Wyatt family won, which is what we predicted. I saw that. Xavier looked scared of Bray, but he finally got over it, and he started attacking Bray. Bray, however, scared him long enough with the the crab walk and hit him with Sister Abigail for the win. I thought the match's art was decent, but I liked the last few minutes, so I gave it a C+. Next up was Rusev versus Zack Ryder. Now, I didn't find this match that good to begin with. Get that container off your head right now.
This?
I didn't find that match too nothing special about it. I didn't really like it that much. I mean, Zack Ryder hit the Rough Rider and then went for an elbow drop, which Rusev, got his knees up and then put him in an accolade. Really, nothing special about it happened except Zack hit a drop kick from the barrack. He was standing on the barrack and hit a drop kick. That was pretty good. But other than that, this match nothing important. I gave the match a C. After the match, Rusev after making Zack tap to the accolade was looked like he was about to attack Zack again, but Mojo Rawley, Zack's partner from NXT, as the Hype Bros came out, and I just love how Rusev just no sold it. Like, yeah, okay, whatever. Yeah, like Rusev just walked away. I thought that was pretty funny. Next up was Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens.
I hate Sami Zayn.
That match. This is why we watch wrestling, not just for the in-ring work, but for the storytelling. You know, let's get aside. Yeah, that was a botch. Sammy accidentally botched a moonsault to the outside and landed on the apron, and it looked like he really hurt himself. But the arm injury was more storyline based because Sammy didn't he broke his neck or anything. That's good. But this match was had a lot. It had great emotion, back and forth action. You know, this was the first time all night where the entire basement, who over in my house, were into it because this was the first important match of the night.
I really didn't care about the match. I just was.
Yes, you did. You know, Kevin hit the pop-up powerbomb and Sammy just barely got his foot on his rope. Sammy then hit the haluva kick, and the storytelling. Sammy, you know, Kevin started to fall. Sammy caught him, and he just looked into Kevin's eyes and hit him with another haluva kick. This is why wrestling is what it is. Not just, like I said, not just the wrestling, but the in-ring action. Sammy and Kevin, you know, they both. I really hope this is the end of the rivalry for right now because one, I don't think they can top this. This is the best match they've had yet. And, you know, as a fan of both men, thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Sammy, for giving us a candidate for Match of the Year.
Candidate?
Yes, a Match of the Year candidate. I gave Sammy and Kevin an A minus for that. I thought...
No. Let me do mine. I would give that match, A minus.
Sorry about him. He's just a little frustrated because he lost tonight. I gave that match an A minus.
It wasn't my fault. It's the Bullet Club fault.
Next up was Natalia versus Becky Lynch. And this match really, I kind of felt bad for Natalia and Becky because they're both capable workers, but they didn't only put this match right here because after how great Sammy and Kevin was, they need something to calm the crowd down. And this was, unfortunately, that match. It wasn't a bad match, but really, other than Natalia working on Becky's leg for most of it, I don't really remember much from the match itself. And I'm a fan of both of them. What? Did you even ask?
What?
Oh my gosh. And you know, I like the work of both of them, but the match was just, man, nothing of note happened. Natalia won with the sharpshooter, which is, I'm thinking, why? Why are you being so mean to Becky? You won't let her go over cleanly on pay-per-view. This match was for Becky to go over, not for Natty to win. Natalia did not need this victory more than Becky did. Mm-hmm. That's because Becky's gonna be there for a long time. I don't know how long Natalia's gonna be there. I gave the match.
She's only like 36.
It doesn't matter, Kyrie. People talk about, talent gets buried all the time.
Exactly.
But Becky loses a match she had no reason to lose. I can see her losing at the Royal Rumble. I can see why she was the one that got pinned at WrestleMania. Why she was the one that tapped out at WrestleMania. But her tapping out of all things to the sharpshooter, I don't agree with that at all. And that I'm not saying angered me because I really didn't care about the match, but I'm just saying like Becky, you finally give Becky a chance for her to win and she loses. I give that match a C. Nothing was bad about it, but like I said, nothing was memorable about it. Next up was The Miz versus Darren Young for the Intercontinental Championship. Can I even name a match this match, just like the last one, was just boring. You know, and literally nothing about I cannot remember anything about the match. The only thing I can remember, in honesty, was the way it ended. And not because it was a good ending, it's because we're all sitting there like, what just happened? Check Twitter, everyone, what in the world just happened? Anyway, it's Marie
won, right?
No, it ended a double disqualification, which means we're gonna have a rematch. Miz attacked Bob Backlund after Maurice acted like Bob attacked her. And then Darren completely snapped on the Miz, kind of like how Bob Backlund did on Bret Hart. And I think that's what they were trying to do, because how Darren looked at his hands after the match. And if that's what you're trying to do, couldn't you have done that another way, like have someone win the match? Like have Miz cheat to win, and then do that. That way you have a decisive finish, and really no one really looks bad from it. Now you have the match ending in a stupid way, and no one it doesn't really benefit anyone. Miz kept the title, but at the same time, Darren doesn't look good. He just, I mean, no one really. I didn't come in this match caring anyway, and they're gonna continue to feud. This isn't gonna make me care anymore. I gave that match really a C minus because there was nothing memorable about it. Next, now we finally get to the two main events, and both matches delivered. First up, John Cena, Enzo and Cass versus The Club.
I hate that match.
I thought this was a really good match.
Worst match of the year.
All 6 men look good. And for all you out there who say John Cena likes to bury people, John Cena I really think, helped elevate Enzo and Cass here. Not only did he
wanted to do what he wanted to do.
Kyrie, one of you don't know what you're talking about. 2, Enzo and Cass were doing that stick. John didn't interrupt them at all. And John's making these guys look good. And 3, not a single man in this match, Cena, Enzo, Cass, AJ, Anderson, or Gallows, look weak. Every man looks strong, and it's not like John beat AJ with one AA. 1, hit him with an AA earlier and got pulled off of him. 2, hit him with an AA from the middle rope. So you have AJ lose, get pinned by a super attitude adjustment, and I don't have any problem with that. Enzo looked good. Cass just throwing Enzo over the top rope on Anderson and Gallows, then throwing AJ on top of everyone else. That was a cool spot. Enzo, as usual, cut a pretty good promo. Enzo cut a pretty good promo before the match started.
But nobody cared, just get to fighting. Now
you don't care, but any other time Enzo and Cass do that stick, it's okay. Don't act salty because you did not win tonight, Kyrie. So John, Enzo, and Cass won, and that gave me the victory of becoming the champ on this channel. And
you're only the champ for like 30 days.
Doesn't matter when. I won tonight, and I really enjoyed this match. I thought it was a good match. I'm a fan of John, fan of Enzo and Cass, fan of AJ, and because of WWE's booking, Anderson and Gallows have yet to impress me, but they look really good tonight. And I think now that Anderson Gallows on Raw and AJ's on SmackDown, Anderson Gallows are going to align themselves with Finn Balor, who was the original leader of the club. I gave this match a B+. I gave it a B+. I thought it was
I would give it a C.
You're just hating. One thing of note, and I noticed this at Money in the Bank too, but I noticed it again. When AJ does the South Flash on Cena, John's head is way too close to the mat. I understand, the South Flash is dangerous, but you gotta be careful. I'm glad they're careful because if one wrong move, and John could really break his neck again, and that would I think that would be the end of his career.
Well, I just say sweet 16. We haven't had 16th birthday.
I'm 16, Kyrie. What are you talking about?
I know.
Next up was the main event: Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns. Here's the thing. WWE showed the rosters of Raw and SmackDown watching the match, hoping, Raw hoping Roman and Seth bring the title over, and Dean bring it to SmackDown. Here's a question: you could have done that during the draft to show us their reactions. Here's one thing I'm glad it didn't happen. Seth, Stephanie, Mick, Shane, and Daniel Bryan were all outside and no one got involved. I was afraid some shenanigans was gonna happen, but no, this was just the 3 members of the Shield going, fighting.
It's me.
I apologize for that. Every man looked good. Then again, it's gotta be way too hard not to make Roman. It's gotta be way too hard. I'm gonna smack you again just because. It's hard to make Roman, I don't think WWE will ever try to make Roman Reigns look weak.
We're the last song.
But Dean and Seth look good as well. They powerbombed Roman through a table, which I completely saw coming. And surprisingly, Dean Ambrose retained the title.
What was you so shocked for?
And not only did he win, but he pinned Roman to do it.
What was you so shocked for? We all know that was gonna happen.
I didn't. I thought Rollins was gonna win. I was happy Dean won because I didn't want to see him lose. I didn't want to see Dean lose the title. I really didn't. I picked Rollins because I thought WWE was gonna want the WWE Championship on Raw, but Dean actually, kept the title on SmackDown, which makes me think, okay, you're keeping the WWE title on SmackDown. That's good because you kind of screwed SmackDown over with the draft. So this is good for them. And you know, after the match, the entire SmackDown roster coming out to congratulate Dean. I like that. I thought that was a really good moment.
They were smashing
and I was so happy for Dean Ambrose retain the title because I really thought they was just gonna be terrible to him and let him lose the title to Roman Reigns so fast. But the fact that he's still the champion, made me like the match a little bit more. And of course Roman Reigns got booed again. And I think Kevin Dunn had his fingers so fast with it because the booing was not that loud, but I know it was louder than what it was. As soon as you hear his music hit, the booing went low. But I'm not gonna talk negative towards
Kevin Dunn.
Look him up. Anyway, I'm not gonna be negative towards Roman Reigns or anything like that. Because this match, all three men gave a good performance. I thought Seth was the MVP of the match, which doesn't surprise me considering the fact he's the best wrestler in the match. Dean. So anyway, what happened was Roman hit Seth with a Superman, then speared him. Then Dean hit Roman with the Dirty Deeds, and Roman stayed down for the 3 count. I thought that was a good way to end the night, and thankfully didn't end it on a sour note for people who really didn't want Roman Reigns to win. I gave that match a B+ as well. It wasn't as great as it could have been, but for a match between the 3 men of the Shield, this more than lived up to the hype. So, what's my final grade for Battleground? With a B-,
a B-,
a C+, a C, a C, a A-, a C-, a B+, and 2 B+.
B-.
I'm gonna give it a B-, a B-. The matches that delivered. The triple threat, the 6-man tag, Zayn and Owens, and the women's tag team match. But
the women's tag team match sucked.
That's more personal for me. But the matches that failed to deliver, the 2 title matches and Becky and Natalia, really brought down the pay-per-view for me. But I thought it was an okay pay-per-view overall. Still not my favorite pay-per-view of the year. I think Royal Rumble still holds that honor. And what?
Royal Rumble.
Yeah, which one my favorite pay-per-view of the year was?
WrestleMania.
I didn't like WrestleMania. Anyway.
WrestleMania is better than the Rumble.
It wasn't. Anyway, my name is Kyron Chase. He's Kyrie, and we will see you guys next time.